It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down. And it's in the area of holding. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after.
Mein Puller platzt wie ne Bockwurst. Ich hoffe, du verlierst, du elendiger Versager.
Steam going.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run forward with Cohen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one.
Ich sehe deine Kommentare nicht, aber die werden vorgelesen.
First down, they go right back to Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a big return to get it all the way down to the 35. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching...
You guys take this one in for the Rams touchdown.
So really a nice drive there for the first points of the game.
And how about the fact that it was a run by the wide receiver that got him into the end zone, Brandon? You know, these guys, we know they're not afraid to open up the playbook, and they showed it to us right there on the first drive.
Point after here coming up.
The extra point.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Rams 7, Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And he is met in his... behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 23-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Ryan. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Third down.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago.
The ball carrier.
Tariq Cohen, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Dixon looking downfield for Godwin. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. He's got a 1st down and inside of midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hello.
Operating from the gun, Dixon. Quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Сань, слышишь меня сейчас?
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the
Саня, слышь? О, слышь, молодец, Вася.
They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Честно, как она?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the gun, it's Ryan.
Ёб твою мать, блядь. Пиздец.
Just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Bears.
That was a fun one to watch right there.
Нихуя себе, блядь.
Plenty of room in the middle of the field, and he was able to get behind the linebackers.
Что, играть будем потом? Или ты не хочешь?
They go play action with Ryan.
Ой, ты, блядь, руки, жопы, нахуй. Сейчас я быстро эту игру проебу. Окей? Сейчас извини, чтоб меня слышно, блядь, не было.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ты охуел спать идти, блядь?
And a nice job
tried to break free of one
Или чё?
tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to
Так
the
рано.
huddle and make sure if you're back,
Или тебе
you
завтра рано
spend time with
вставать
your
надо на
offensive
работу опять?
line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll run on second down with Cohen.
Ну, это рано вставать надо завтра, что?
Gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and
Один хер, пока сейчас драфт был, блядь, накидался с легонца. Так что в фифе я бы тоже не особый помощник был бы, блядь. Ай, блядь, ну я же там был.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Chicago.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. The screen pass here to Cohen.
Очень долго проспал, блядь. Проспал совсем. Арта проспал. А я, кстати, играю сейчас против еще одного такого ебанутого, как мы с тобой, блядь, больничка Реала. Ладно, давай, братья, спишемся. Спокиноки, или как там, блядь, говорится.
On that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Operating from the gun. Ryan.
Блять, ну как так, а?
It's pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw again is Ryan. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. From the left hash, this from 34. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence and let them knock it through.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't mistakes because then the defense has the advantage.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 7.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Off-play action. Dixon. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw. Dixon. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dixon. It's complete.
Да надо, он сам полностью один был, блядь.
Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back.
Ой, блядь.
That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making the play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. At their own 24-yard line. For their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
32-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Ryan. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Ryan. That is caught by Cohen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And it's 3rd down.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Dixon. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, Leach. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run on first down with Akers. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Dixon over the middle, complete to the tight end Higbee. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Dixon. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
A final shot before break. Dixon. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
For Chicago.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, kill with something else.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Throwing on first down. Dixon. And Rudolph has it left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Dixon steps away to his left. Runs up 4th down, solid coverage by the Bears D.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 37-yard attempt.
And
It's off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Bears ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Ryan firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Ryan's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Oh, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down now, it's McLaughlin. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's going to air one out. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A third quarter now at a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cohen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
The ball carrier.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And that is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 9-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Dixon. For Kinner here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
From the gun, Dixon. And it's intercepted. Picked up from the 20. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run forward to Cohen. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the one.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Ricky Ortiz, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for two? Here's Ryan. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Rams 14. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Off the play fake. Dixon going up top. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7.
First and goal.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, and these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And he is out of bounds here. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Play action. Dixon. And he's going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Sam Sloman for the Rams field goal.
And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 30 on second down, Ryan looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a toss to the left with Cohen. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Bears 28, Rams 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive, and got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there. We keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Dixon. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, Valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Well, a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Number 87.
A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
16-yard line.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun. Dixon. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
And 19.
From the gun, Dixon. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Dixon. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
It's saying they pay me. I do this.
And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. So with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the years. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught with the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick.
Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Chicago, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for L.A., their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.